Dave and I always cruised without air conditioning in areas where summer temperatures could get over 100 degrees. So how did we survive without melting into puddles? Swimming. Hi there, I'm Carolyn Sherlock, and on this episode of the Boat Galley Podcast, I'll share my favorite way to combine staying cool with socializing. That's having a happy hour in the water. And I'll also give you some tips to keep things safe and fun. Today's episode of the Boat Galley Podcast is sponsored by Mantis Marine, maker of the Mantis Anchor, now available in models with and without a roll bar. It's proven to set reliably in the most challenging bottoms, and the Mantis Anchor digs in like no other, making anchoring safer and boating more enjoyable. Seriously, we used one for over 10 years, and I've loved it. It has kept us safe in a number of dicey situations. Mantis Marine also brings to market practical, durable, and affordable marine products. Their anchoring gear, scuba diving accessories, rechargeable waterproof headlamp, and the other one that I absolutely love is their solar charging nav lights for a dinghy. Visit mantismarine.com. See for yourself. Okay, we are starting to get to the time of the year where it is hot. Now, we cruised in the Sea of Cortez in the Florida Keys, Bahamas for years, and also actually even one in El Salvador. Tons of days in all of those places where it was in the high 90s or over 100, and we never had air conditioning. What we did have, though, was plenty of water. Swimming was our number one way of cooling off. We'd get in several times a day. And that extended to happy hour. Rather than invite friends onto our boat, it became traditional to invite them off the boat. Sometimes we'd sit in shallow water just off the beach. More often it'd be off the stern of someone's boat. A few tips. Put a line or two off the stern that people can hook their dinghies to. That gives a clear space near the boat for socializing as the dinghies end up drifting further back. It's also something that people can grab onto. If it's windy or there's significant current, you might even want a few more lines out for people to hang on to. Just put a fender on each one of them so that they float. Noodles are great for having a bit of flotation. You can also use throwables, even sit on a PFD. Life belts, they're not legal PFDs, but they're a good option for anyone who is not a confident swimmer as they stay on securely versus a noodle that you can slide off of. There's a couple different designs available on Amazon. They're listed in the show notes. A number of people who are not strong swimmers also used those life belts while they were snorkeling. It can be tough to serve snacks when you're in the water. Some people tried putting treats on a boogie board or a throwable, but things still got spilled or got water in them. The good news is that when it's that hot, nobody really cares about eating, so just don't bother with food. Remember safety, of course. Try to keep an eye on everyone. Make sure no one drifts away and can't make it back. Watch out for those who might overindulge. And remember that if people are somewhat dehydrated, alcohol will hit them a lot harder. And that's a big thing when it's that hot out. If you've got cockpit speakers, crank up the tunes, but not so loudly that you can't converse or hear somebody's cry for help. Be sure to have a swim ladder off the boat for anyone who doesn't have the upper body strength to pull themselves into a dinghy from the water so that they can just go up a step or two and then get into their dinghy from there. Usually on these, everybody brings their own drinks, keeps them in their dinghy. Cover the cooler with a few extra towels and anything else you've got to keep it as cool as possible in there. For mixed drinks, wine, insulated mugs work really well. Again, I've got links to a couple of models that I really like in the show notes from Amazon. Wine sippy cups are very popular for the wine drinkers. Be sure to have some can cozies for beer drinkers. People should bring their own, but it's always good if you have one or two extras around. And if you want to keep that cool feeling, plan a cold dinner, do all the prep before going to happy hour, so all you have to do is pull it out and serve. A couple of my favorites are gazpacho with a few crackers and cheese. I've got a whole list of meals for hot days also in the show notes. Hey, I hope you found this interesting, informative. Please be sure to subscribe so that you never miss an episode, and tell your friends too about the Boat Galley Podcast. We love having new people listen in. Thanks a lot. Till next time.